You bring it on to 5 minutes?
Yeah, we're live. Hold up. Intro only. Best intro. Where the fuck is this? There it is. Beat's still banging. Beat's still hitting. Like this mic stand.
Bro, you don't even want to see what I'm using.
Bro, this mic stand is moving on me. I hope you guys read the disclaimer. Spent an hour and a half making that.
And we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we are live.
Oh, we're live. Okay, I wasn't supposed to say that. Hey, what's up, everybody? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Monday morning Crypto Remora live stream. Gonna bring the heat today, man. Got a lot to look at. The title of this, the range of 48k-50k will last until. We're gonna
should have
talk
put
about
a question mark there.
We're gonna. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna look at some charts. Anything you guys want us to look at, you know the deal. Put it in the comments. We'll take a look at them. And yeah, man. Sierra, what's going on, my bro? How you doing?
I am good, man. I'm thankful that we are able to stream. I know you have something that you may have to jump off a little early, so what I'm going to do today different. Instead of the meme coin TA at the beginning, we'll put that at the end because I want to make sure you have time to go over, whatever you had in the Remora Alpha chat, or if you want to look at some Lux Algo price targets. I'd prefer to do that in the front end if you have to get off early, just so that we have a chance to do that.
Yeah.
As long as you're cool with that. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun and get right into it, kind of thing. But I also don't want to miss out.
Yeah, dude, not a problem, man. Not a problem.
You have a meeting with the new spot. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So hopefully that goes well, man. I'm just ready, dude. I'm so ready.
I bet.
So ready.
All right.
But yeah, man, what's going on with you?
So just chilling, man. I mean, I'm glad that we had a comment from one of our heroes, Crypto Jeb, said what's up and reposted one of our tweets. And we had another guy, Kelly Kellum, who's also worked with Jeb in the past. All those guys are cool. I like Tim and all those guys, T-Shroom. They're all cool. But Jeb was kind of where I first started with crypto, with TA. I would just watch Jeb religiously every freaking day, dude. And just like, I mean, I had already studied a lot of TA from the stock world. I learned it from the stocks first, but then when I saw Jeb, I was like, all right, this dude knows what he's talking about. He's sharp. He's on point. He's got a lot of energy. He talks fast, but he's smart as hell. So he's got to get those thoughts out quick, Yeah. But I could relate to Jeb because I was a lot like that when I was younger. I was a lot more, I had a lot more energy and everything. But I'm going to tell you what, man. I would love to get some kind of collab, him come on our show, us go on his show, or any of those guys really. But I would love to have Jeb because, man, that's my dude on TA. Yeah. As far as TA goes, he is like pretty much the top dog, I feel like, on YouTube. I don't really see too many other people that are as good as him, or at least know what the hell they're doing as much as him.
Yeah.
And have been doing it for so long, and especially with crypto, he's got like 6-7 years straight every day staring at the charts, bro, doing TA. Like when you have that kind of chart tunnel vision, you can just smell things on the chart. And so it would be cool, man, if we can do that. But we're working hard. We got to earn that spot. But me and Wes have talked about it, you guys, and we're just gonna put that rumor out there that we're reaching out. We would like to. We'd like to see Jeb come on, man, or we'll go on his thing or whatever. But wanted to put that out there. But yeah, dude, I'm just chilling. Other than that, we're dead smack in the middle of the range that, I'm not going to say anything about someone who called this range. Someone said something about 48-58k range about, 3-4 weeks ago. And here we are smack dab in the middle of it. But shines on us. How do I say it? The sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then, right? Still not winning any trades with it, so I can't brag.
Well,
God forbid.
What's the point in that?
Exactly.
What's the point?
But I call a range. A range. Can't make any money with it, but
But yeah, you did, man. You said 48-58, and like what's funny is we were bouncing between.
Hang on, my secretary is. Yes.
Those damn Karen. Secretaries.
What, this one? No. Yeah, I'll take a coffee. Thanks. Thank you.
Sarah's gonna get his ass whooped on camera here, but that would be entertaining for sure.
Creamer, please.
Yeah, 3
Light,
creamers, 2.5 actually.
Little light last time. Just kidding.
So it's fun. Like we were bouncing between, what was it, like 60 and 70. We had a $10,000 range, up at the top since March, right? Since the beginning of the year, since we took off at the beginning, and then March we kind of just been consolidating through there, and now we're at the lower part of that consolidation range. 40, what do we hit? 49,000, and now we're sitting back around 55-ish. But everybody was screaming 44,000, man. Oh, you figured out how to do it. Do it.
I was sitting there trying to remember how to do it.
So everybody was screaming 44,000. And then I was pushing back a little bit, like, let's get through these levels first. You know what I mean? Like 52,000. If you go back and watch last what was it, Thursday's video, man, go back and listen to how many times you hear me say 52,000.
Oh, and absolutely. Absolutely.
I think I said it so much I was tired of hearing myself, because I go back and I watch these videos, right? And I'm like, all right, I said it way too many times. Like, I gotta chill out with that shit. But like, I mean, we hit 52. We made our monthly low, right? And now we're sitting back around 55K. And everybody's questioning, was that just were we just kind of a retracement, for the impulse move to the downside? Was that just all that was? And then we're gonna keep moving to the downside? Well, I don't know, man. We'll look at it.
This is what I have to say about that, and I'm so glad that you were saying that, because you're like, let's not jump the gun, and I agreed with you. And it's funny because Crypto Face, I actually watched one of his streams just because someone in the chat mentioned it.
Yeah.
Mickey mentioned it. I watched one of his streams, and I didn't see the part where he was saying if we fall below 44, we're gonna go straight to, or I'm sorry, if we drop below 52, then we'd go straight flash crash to 44, because there's nothing really to trade. Now, the reason I said 48 to 58, my original call for that range, I said that I don't think we would hit 48. I thought we would never get to 48. I was just giving that little flash wick on a trade. So I was saying 48 because it's a psychological. Jeb calls it a big even, right? It's $50,000. That's a big even. So in the market, to hit 48 is more devastating than you actually think. BlackRock may want to be like, let's not give them a heart attack. We still want people buying our ETFs. But you saying that 52 is holding, and that's exactly what it's doing. But what it's doing now, in my opinion, is creating a tighter range now, right? So what we're doing is we're in the 48 to 58. We're perfectly in the middle. So Bitcoin's like, where are you going to go? And I mean, at the time I'm looking at it right now, it looks like we're getting a little bit of the crypto remora effect. We're getting a little bit of a run here coming up, but we'll see. But my point is, really, how much trading can take place in this range. And if we go back down to 52, 48, in between 48 and 52, that's a $3,000 range, $4,000 range. Absolutely bullish. You're just building at the bottom. But what I'm thinking is going on right now is Bitcoin can't even go down to 52. There's too much demand. There's too much money floating around out there, bro. This liquidity, all the cash that was printed in the last since COVID. Think about all the money that's floating around in the world with nowhere to go. Like Michael Saylor starts going off about this. He's like, it's got to go somewhere, right? It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe we don't see maybe we see the bottom of the range. Maybe you never hit 48 again, bro. I don't know. I know that sounds a little overly bullish, but from the way the charts have been behaving the last 2 days, I woke up, I looked at my phone, I was like, all right, cool. Bitcoin hit 52. I was ready to scoop. And I was like, all right, I'll scoop some tomorrow, and waited, dude. And right back up to 54. And I was like, damn, you guys couldn't even hold it down there for a day. So it changed my perception all of a sudden. I said, holy shit, this is bullish. So I just wanted to, I wanted to say that you have to be able to change on a dime with this market. And I've changed into slightly more bullish. Now, that's not to say we couldn't go down. I'm just saying my short-term outlook has switched a little more bullish. So I'm curious to see what you think short term. I'm curious to see what Lux Algo has to say, because I felt like there was a momentum shift, because when we went down to 52, we didn't stay there long. And I kind of expected that, but it was like really short. It was like one day, and now we're, so I don't know. That's my thoughts. I would love to see what Lux Algo has to say and what your opinion is.
Yeah.
On the short term. Long term, I still haven't changed. October is my bull run.
Yeah, I was looking back at that chart that we were talking about. It was just showing like the average, what we closed like since Bitcoin began. And I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but I changed my mind a little bit on that. I think that, okay, so I still think September ends in a green. I still think September ends in the green.
Could happen too, the way it's going.
But I'm almost thinking that like October is gonna be like they're just fucking everybody up, dude. September, we normally close in the red, so we close in the green. October, we close in the red. Fuck everybody else up for November and December, and bullish November, December.
Yeah, and I like that thesis. I just, you got debates coming up, you got elections coming up, and you've got 4-year global liquidity cycle, which just so happens to be perfectly timed with the 4-year halvings of Bitcoin. Satoshi was not ignorant to that, by the way.
Yeah,
that was part of the reason Satoshi chose to do that every 4 years. Absolutely. Global liquidity. That's, and I didn't know about that until after I got into Bitcoin. I was in the stock world first, and I was not aware of the 4 years global liquidity cycle until I was already into crypto, and I learned it from crypto people. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, dude, I see what you're saying. They're just trying to flip flop and change things on us.
Yeah,
trying to mess everybody's head up.
All right, so let's see, man. I know I had some stuff in here.
If you guys are in the chat, say what's up, man. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. You're allowed to lurk, but why do it? Just say hi. We'll respond back. We'll show your post.
All right, so this is yeah, Mondays are always hit or miss, dude. So let's jump on X real quick and share some stuff from Alpha Chat. This is just the Kobase letter. I hope I said that right. I don't know, but this week these are some of the things that we're expecting, man, as far as like a macroeconomic perspective. But we have the OPC monthly report on Tuesday. I have no fucking idea what that is.
I was just gonna say OPEC. It stands for something important, guys. Just
something important. If you know what that is.
It is important. I do know it's important. I've heard it a lot.
I've heard it before. Yeah.
I don't know either.
So yeah, we got that on Tuesday. That's tomorrow. August CPI inflation data. We know what that is. That's on Wednesday. Initial jobless claims Thursday. So we got a busy week, man. We got a busy week ahead of the Fed and all this other shit, man, that kind of seems to affect the markets. So I'm interested to see, how all this plays out. The only thing that stands out to me really, man, that I feel has kind of been on the, like in the spotlight lately are the jobless claims and jobs. I mean, continuing jobless claims data on Thursday, initial jobless claims, inflation. Obviously, we know that that's a big deal, so we'll pay attention to that. But Thursday's going to be a busy day, dude. Thursday.
Well, that's because it's our stream Thursday night.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Crypto Remora effect.
There you go. This is another post that I saw, man, that I thought was pretty important here. Bitcoin bottomed. It's just going over. So this is Rec Capital, man. I love Rec Capital's charts. You've probably seen him on here a few times, guys. But this is just he breaks this down in such a simplicit. Is that a word? Simplicit? I don't know. I'm going to use it. Simplicit
way.
In a simplicit way. And it's just going over Bitcoin bottom 547 days prior to the 2016 halving, but topped in his bull market 518 days after the 2016 halving. Goes into 2020, same kind of numbers here, and then it goes to kind of where we're at right now. And it's just like reassuring us, dude, that the bull market is like barely just begun. You know what I mean? You can see where we had these little cool off periods on each each of these on these charts right here, after the halving, you can see we have a massive cool off period before we start hitting up, and that's on a monthly chart. So this is exactly kind of what we've talked about, what we've expected. I think that we just kind of got ahead of ourselves. You know what I mean? Bottoming out a little early, or not? No, we didn't bottom out early. We just started moving up too fast in a lot of people's opinions, and I agree. So, I mean, I just think that this is a cool off. And if you take a step back and you just look at the chart, I mean, you can see, man, it's not as bad as it looks. I do think, in my opinion, 52K, I probably shoot myself in the foot, but I think 52K could have been that low that we were looking for on the charts the other day, that little swing low on the weekly and the monthly.
Go ahead and drop her down there one more damn time, BlackRock. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me scoop that damn NPC that never went to a penny, by the way. Never went to a penny. Remember, I've been saying let's scoop it at a penny. Okay, I haven't checked it since Saturday, so I could be wrong. But from what I saw on the tweets, it didn't even drop to a penny. So
on what?
On NPC.
Oh,
NPC didn't even go down there. And I was like, even with that drop, it may have gone down there, but we'll check later. But you got some more alpha chat there. Let's go through some more alpha.
Do I have?
You should have one or two more. Yep. Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is Bitcoin Therapist. I love his post. The moment you start to lose faith in Bitcoin is when it outperforms everything, and then you become euphoric. The moment you start to become euphoric is when it crashes harder than ever. Sentiment is bearish as fuck right now, and that makes me more bullish than ever. Like, dude, how true is this statement?
I'm sorry. It does that. I tried to get the bottom thing, and it just won't.
What are you talking about?
I tried to switch us to our old school here, and add screen.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Let's go back to that one. It's fine.
All right, you're all good, GMB. Thank you, brother. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, dude, I think that this really resonates hard for me, dude. Like, and it's just like a basic, it's a basic.
Hold up. You made up another word, dude. I gotta.
Did I?
You just said this resignates. Wes is coming off.
I will make up my own words, bro.
Wes is like, the simplistic thing about this is that it really resonates.
Hey, at least I called myself out on the first time.
You did, but I had to pull your card on the second one.
All right. So what is it? What am I?
So the second one, I think the second one was you're looking for resonate.
Resonate. What did I say? Resignate?
Because it's resignate. I'm like, damn, he's quitting on something. Resignate. He's resigning. No, you resonates with man. You. It's like a resonate. The only reason I know that is because of being in music.
Resin?
Well, resin too. But resonates. That really resonates with me.
That really resonates with me.
Right. It's like a feeling thing.
We're gonna have an English lesson.
But simplicit, dude, that was my favorite subject, so that's why. But simplicit may be a damn word. I don't know.
A word?
I know simplicit.
It just sounded right.
Simplicit sounds like it should be an English word. To be honest,
it just sounded right.
Simplicit. It might damn be for real.
Wait. I don't. I
know simplicity is.
There's implicit.
Implicit, yeah.
Come on, be a simplicit.
And this is what matters, you guys, on Monday morning streams.
So there's simplicity, simplicities, and implicit.
Implicit. So simplicit is not.
Well, it is today.
It sounds like it, though. Damn sure does.
It is today. You guys know what I meant.
That you guys do. That really resonates with me as well.
That resonates with me as well. But like, honestly, though, man, the post is like, as soon as, and that's what I was saying was on Thursday was like, dude, everybody is so bearish right now. And this is usually when the market's, reverse. I mean, everybody's telling me that I should sell and buy lower. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, and everybody's like, if you know it's going to tank, like, why don't you just sell now and buy lower? And that's just not how it works, man.
Imagine if you did that. Imagine if you guys did that, right? Imagine if you sold at 54 and then it crashed down to 52, and you were like, see, I told you. And then you were sitting there on the sidelines waiting to drop again, and then it never dropped, and it went right back up to 55-ish. And now you're sitting there like, oh, let me buy back in, because that's what happens.
It is.
Got to be careful,
it is, man. It is.
I agree with that, with what he said there. There's one more in there I shared, I believe, in the alpha.
Well, let's see what that is.
Let's see what it is.
We all knew Marty Party. That's it.
Marty Party.
I mean, look at that name, dude.
Marty Party.
That's sexy.
Oh, yeah. This is what I wanted to talk to you about, dude. Did you see this yet? And if anyone out there has seen this, please let me know. I'd like to fact check this to see if this is legit. But if this is real, which there's no community notes under it, so no one's contesting it. But this is basically saying that BlackRock is trading Bitcoin off chain with no ledger or marks of it. Basically, they're playing a futures game illegally off the market with Bitcoin, which, when you have more money than God, I suppose you can do whatever the hell you want. So, but I don't know. I don't want to make false accusations. I don't know. I don't know if this is true, but what I'm saying is if it is true, they're basically trading and betting on the price of Bitcoin without it being actually even done with real Bitcoin or being done with any kind of blockchain proof. So in other words, what they're doing, they're just basically trading cash settled futures, in my opinion, is all this is. But they're doing it not on the CME, and they're not doing it on the blockchain. They're not doing it on the market. So it's like basically it's like poker night at the guy's house for gazillionaires. If this is true, if this is what they are doing. And the reason they're saying how they're profiting from this is because they're basically betting on the price of Bitcoin without paying the transaction fees. I mean, who wants to pay money, right?
Yeah, dude.
I doubt there's no tax money changing hands over this either. I'm just saying. But if this is legit, y'all, this is a big deal because that means they're starting to get scared of Bitcoin. They're like trying to say, wait a minute, we could either own this thing or it's going to own us. Maybe we should just continue what we're doing, which is playing with monopoly money. And I think that's all this is. And if that's all it is, they probably won't get caught because they have too many friends. But if this is true, dude, this is it would certainly explain why the price of Bitcoin's been acting like a spoiled brat, right? Just kind of acting weird. It's just, I don't know if you've noticed that, Wes, but it used to have a much more organic flow, Bitcoin's price. It would kind of go up. Oh, it's going up, and then down. Oh, it's going down. Now it's kind of like, park for 3 days. And then, it gets crazy. And then, it's just very erratic the way the price movement moves versus back in 2020.
I want to look into this a little bit more.
I thought this was fascinating, dude. I thought this was fascinating. I want to share it with you. I want to share it with the crew.
Because that means Coinbase is in on it too.
I wasn't going to say all that too, but you were right.
I mean,
it's a big deal, dude.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a good find there.
What are your thoughts on this? Do you think this is FUD? Do you think this could be happening?
Oh, for sure. 100%. 100%, dude.
I mean, if you want to trade Bitcoin and avoid transaction fees and you're playing in the millions and billions of dollars, dude, it would make sense because these guys that's a lot of money, bro. If you got millions and you're trading, like imagine trading $1 million worth of Bitcoin and you got to pay a transaction fee on that joker. You know what I'm saying? Like you're making those trades every day. That's a lot of money. I mean, that adds up.
I'm just reading some of these comments down here, which is pretty interesting. Lots of comments clearly missing the point of this post. Possibility of using fractional reserves and market manipulation when transactions. Are these the misunderstandings right here? The 3 misunderstandings? Yeah, okay. Main problems here. I see 3 main problems here. 2 services making millions of dollars in profit selling Bitcoin, but choosing not to use the underlying system that underpins the product being traded.
Right. Cheating, basically. When in doubt, cheat is what's going on there.
Enthusiasts looking the other way as traditional finance captures most of Bitcoin's volume, replicating bad practices that Bitcoin was created to address.
Excuse me. In other words, if a law or a rule doesn't work for you, just either change the law. And if you can't change the law, like with Bitcoin, you can't change the code. So just cheat. Just do it anyway and break the law and do illegal shit. And that's what it is. So I don't have any proof. I ain't going to say nothing. You know, I ain't trying to get, taken out. I'm just saying, I'm just a Kermit the Frog thing. I'm just going to look.
He's gotten a lot of pushback on this post.
Of course he has. Of course he has. But it's an intelligent thing, dude. This is something that I've been wondering how in the hell they could manipulate the price because of being on chain, and now this has actually opened my eyes up, and I'm like, oh my god, this could totally be what's going on, where people are just literally settling at the end of the day, which is illegal as shit, by the way. I mean, you're basically gambling. Right. I'm not going to say gambling should be illegal like that. I'm actually more of an American than most people. I would actually say it's okay. If you're a billionaire and you want to bet on a frog, falling off the side of the curb and you want to bet $10 million, that's your right. That's your freaking money. Do what you want. But if you're settling with financial institutions and you're doing it under a legal name, and then you also have the gall to sell your customers ETFs and shit, that, I don't know. I guess that's just bad baseball. That should be looked at, but
yeah, it is kind of scary, man, to see stuff like this, because like, is Bitcoin, or is it going to just be completely destroyed by the whales, the institutional?
I don't see why they would destroy it. My biggest fear was always they would just print more money and just buy it all up. That was my biggest fear, is they're just going to say, okay, turn the money printers on. They don't give a shit anyway. Just print a gazillion more pieces of paper. And and for that matter, not just our country, but every country. I mean,
I think they know it's too late for that, though. I mean, I don't know. Coinbase owns 10% of it. I mean,
I know that 10% is scary, bro.
That's a big number. 10%, like owning 0.1% of the supply is huge. Like,
well, they already own it. Who owns Coinbase already?
And then now you have this going on.
BlackRock already owns Coinbase, though, right? I think them and Vanguard and BlackRock are the two top dogs holdings of Coinbase. I think we could look.
Oh, you mean like publicly owned?
Yeah, public. Call it public all you want. I mean, but whoever controls the majority of the shares, right?
Yeah.
Is who runs it. So like they even bought, I think BlackRock even bought majority stake of MicroStrategy, bro. So if you add that with that, that's a lot of ownership over Bitcoin already.
Yeah, I think people get confused because this isn't the first time that the idea of decentralization has been, used in the country, dude. Like that was the whole idea of the Fed. You know what I mean? Having these different locations throughout the country and kind of doing their own thing, and then coming together and making, different rules and stuff. But like, this stuff's been going on, man. And that's the whole thing of like market share, dude. You own 10, 15%, 20% of a company while everybody else owns 0.2%. Like, you own that company, dude. And you have a lot of weight on the decisions that are being made.
Voting power. I mean, financial power.
It's the same shit, dude. And now they're just doing it on a public ledger, but with Coinbase, and shit like this, they can do it behind our backs. They don't even have to use the network.
Not even using the Bitcoin network, but yet betting on the price. To me, it seems like it's a little more on the side of they're betting on the price, and they just don't want to pay transaction fees of buying and selling. And if that's the case, I could even say, all right, I'd look the other way on that. Not saying it's not illegal, because it probably is, but it's not that big a deal if that's all they're doing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like like if they want to bet amongst each other. Now, I will tell you where it would mess things up is if they have a bet going on, then the guy who's in the bet has a side bet and then goes over to the exchange and says, oh, I bet, $10 million that the price would go up. So then he goes and tells his assistant to go put $10 billion down and buy Bitcoin to pump the price. See what I'm saying? Now it's affecting things on chain, but who gives a shit? Because Bitcoin was meant for that kind of freedom too. Yeah. So if they're making illegal bets in their dorm room, who gives a shit? I mean, it's not right, but I'm more of a freedom kind of person, so I wouldn't be so mad about that. But the fact of if they're trying to sidestep Bitcoin completely, but yet control it and own it, that's kind of not good either. So I don't know, dude. This is interesting, though. Very interesting.
It is. I'm gonna follow this guy.
Yeah, I don't even think I gave him a proper follow after that post. I think I need to too. What's his name?
Vinny Barbosa. It's at Vinny Barbosa R. No, at Vinny Barbosa BR.
So if Vinny or Sierra or Wes comes up missing, you guys know what's going on.
No, but I mean, they're saying that these transactions settle in 2 to 30 days, all in cash, not Bitcoin. Off-chain trades occur outside the blockchain, remaining invisible on the public ledger. I mean, dude, that's what it is.
What is his Vinny? Let me see.
All
Vinny
lowercase.
Barbosa. VINI.
Should be up on the screen here.
Barbosa. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got him right here. How many followers we got? 7,000. That's it. Shit, it could be BlackRock themselves. Fishing page. Benjamin Cowan follows him. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Pretty interesting though, dude. Pretty interesting topic, nonetheless.
Yeah, it is.
Little scary. Little scary. But yeah. So that was the last one I had in the alpha chat, and then you want to do you want to jump into TA on Lux Algo? What you want to do?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that real quick. Sorry, man.
I know you're working, man. Wes, for you guys just tuning in, if you didn't know, Wes had a serious thing happen to him a couple months ago. I don't think we're allowed to talk too much about it, but basically he has to look for another place to live, and he's been temporarily staying somewhere, so he needs to get a place for him and his son. So if he has to do something right now, you guys have to understand he's prioritizing. So he's not being lazy. Trust me, he's been showing up even when he's not here. He's been sharing content, and I've been putting it up on the videos I've been here. So he's still working. It's not like he's being lazy. I promise you that.
There might be some, slight laziness in there too.
Well, that kayaking thing, but you got to do that every 4 years. I mean, God bless you. I don't think you've had a vacation in 5 years. So
yeah, it's
for real.
Been a while. It's been a while. This is Bitcoin. This is the weekly, and what I was showing here is we had this low. This is that 49. I'm just gonna say 50,000, right? We had this wick down, but then we quickly came back up to 57. There's that $57,000 mark that we've talked about before, and the only thing that I'm seeing here that is a little concerning for me. I mean, like I said, we put in a new low, and then it looks like this was our low for the week, and now we're hitting a green candle. So we fell to that 50 EMA, dude. We fell below it here, came back above it. Looks like we tried to retest it again, and now we're back above it as well. So we're still in an uptrend, man. We're still in an uptrend as far as different levels and all that stuff goes. But 52K seems to be a pretty strong level, man. Seems to be a pretty strong level, and then below that 50,000, right? So that's what we're as long as we don't go below. So now we're looking at this. Now we're looking at this level, right? We made a higher low, and now we don't want to fall below this if we want to continue whatever this is, putting in some higher lows here and hopefully reversing. So on the weekly, man, like we're looking okay. The only thing that is a little concerning to me, man, is that we haven't put in 2 red candles since all the way back here on a monthly time frame. We haven't put in 2 red candles since July of 2023. And that's right at a year, right? Pretty close to a year. We did July, August, right? July and August were 2 red months, and back to back. And so we've gotten that here. But it's been exactly a year since that's happened. And then on a monthly too, man, we just put in a new low. Hopefully this is, September. I think September is going to turn around. I mean, we don't have to, what do we have to get above? We have to get and stay above 58,000. And there's that level, 58,000. So if we can get and stay above 58,000, then we'll put it in a green September. which I don't think is that far off, man. I mean, we've had a little wick to the upside and hit 59 so far in September. We might as well say 60K. So I'm thinking, man, if we can just get and stay above 58,000, that's my next target. That's a level that you're looking at, Sierra. And I think it's very doable, man. Very doable. What do you think?
You don't want to know what I think. There's two things. I'm going to give you the bullish and the bearish first. Give you the bullish first. Your monthly chart right there. If you zoom out a tad, you can see something very interesting. The daily, I saw a tremendous, beautiful, like bull flag type thing. But on this monthly, I see a bull flag with two big red fake out candles, right? Looks like the shape of a nice bull pennant. If you look at those, how all those candles shape, but then that last big red candle, like kind of that's where you should have broken out, but you went to the downside. Then you had another red to the downside. That purple line on the bottom is what, the 200 day.
This is the monthly, and yes, this would be the 200. Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. Can you zoom out a little bit so it's not? Yeah, right there.
This is monthly, dude. So
you see how? No, I got you. You see how we fell last time when on that last little pump where we kind of went down and we did touch the 200-day moving average.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the bet. I know, dude. I know, dude. You know where I'm going with this, right? Just bear with me, please. When I say bear, I don't mean like. Okay, I do.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm trying to say, though. All right. People say, Sierra, there's no way you could call for us ever going to $38,700 ever again. Okay, fine. I won't say that. But what I will say is if we were to drop down and touch that 200-day moving average, look where that 200-day moving average is headed up toward. And how long would it take for it to go based on the current pattern of where it is, right? But here's the thing. Stay with me because I'm not saying we're going to 38K. What I'm saying is the same thing I've been saying, right? I see these ranges. I see where the market makers could decide to take the market, but also look at the reality of what we just did. We had a massive bull flag, and then we had two fake out red candles to the downside. So as a market maker, if I was trying to get everyone to think, look, we're going down to the 200-day moving average. We're going down to 38. Sell all your Bitcoin now. That's what a market maker wants you to do. They want you to sell your shit now and look at the 200-day moving average. So you have to be aware of that side. But then you also have to say, if we go to the upside, do we have enough strength to break 58K yet? I don't know, dude. I think we hit our head on 58K one more time. And I think we stay in this range and just kind of chill until the market makers really decide, like, all right, do we really want to drop this thing back down for one more, or can we? Do we have enough power to drop it down that low again? I don't know, but it's scary because you see what I'm talking about.
Well, not really, because if you're looking at the moving averages, right, and we're in a bull run, this is confirmed, right? We crossed over, we went under all of the moving averages here, and by the time the 50 crossed under the 200, that was our bottom right there. That was our bottom. When that 50 crossed under the 200, that was our bottom. And then when that 50 crossed above the 200, that was all right, it's go time. Right now, our moving averages are still in place, dude. They're still far apart from each other. And even during this point in time right here, when we did have that massive retracement, we barely went under the 50. I mean, you could say we came down and pretty much touched the 100. Right, the 100 is at 48,000 right now, 48,000, right? And we didn't even touch it here. When we go below these moving averages, when we drop below the 100 too, that's usually a signal. I mean, you go back and look at, the previous bull runs. That's a signal that the bull market's over. We're done, dude. And again, that's going to take us to that level on the weekly. This is the monthly, but we still have to fall below this $50,000, $52,000 level, close below it to say, all right, the bull run's still on. So there's still things that are in place that show us that the bull market is still on, dude. Like,
I know, dude. I'm not calling for 38K.
I'm not calling for that.
But if you were a kid with a crayon Okay, stay with me for a sec. If you were a kid with a crayon and I gave you a purple crayon and I said, based on what you see at the bottom of this, look at that purple line, and I want you to try to draw. You see what I'm saying? Try to trace this purple line with the previous one and try to make it realistic as to where you think it's going. And that is what I'm saying. But we could go up first, like we're calling for in October. Maybe we have the run, continue the run, but then when we do drop back down for the cool off before the before we get, let's say, to, I can't say before all-time highs. I think we could have all-time highs first. So in other words, what I'm saying is if we go up first, right? You still, if you drew that purple line out for the 200-day moving average, maybe it takes 6 months before you come back down and come close to that level again. But it's not impossible for Bitcoin to touch that level again. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it goes first. I think we do get above 58 before we go down there. I'm still not saying that. I'm just saying that it's possible that if Bitcoin continues trajectory, the 200-day goes up and kind of, we rally, but the 200-day starts leveling out, kind of like plateauing like it did that last time. And then later on, after we break 72K,
I don't think there's enough time,
it could
dude.
come. No?
I don't think there's enough time for us to...
I need more space on the right side of the chart. I'd have to really analyze that chart more. I was just saying, it's not an impossibility is what I'm saying. It's something that I would have to keep my eyes open on, is not being impossible to see that level one more time.
Yeah. And another thing that I'm seeing here is usually when we bottom out and we come up, we usually stay, the RSI usually stays above that 50 threshold, all the way into the bull market. And then you can see where we kind of bottom out here.
I'm short-term bullish, though. Don't get me wrong, dude. I'm saying after we break 72K, get another cool off, then we come down and psych everybody out, right? Because then everybody makes money, everyone's happy again, and then the rug.
Where do you think that cool off is?
So what I'm saying is,
look at this structure right here.
Yeah, I see that.
See this run here. They're all spaced out. We're definitely in a bull run, but then we have this massive retracement, and we come back and we close right on the 50-day moving average, on a monthly time frame. Then we put in that red candle that goes a little bit below that, and then we continue and get our new all-time high. And right now we're sitting right there at that 50-day moving average, man. Like we're going through the middle of that body of the candle here.
This is what I'm saying. So if we formed anything like we did last time, right? Of course, I'm just guessing. I'm throwing out guesses here. I don't know, but if we did go back up to 72K prematurely, let's say we get another fake news story. Oh, such and such bought Bitcoin. He's going to make it legal tender. Elon, God forbid. No, I accept Bitcoin. Anything like that happens, right? We pre-rally up to 72K. Hit our head in the next. I don't know. That would take 3-4 months. Yeah, I see what you're saying, because end of the year, that would still put us end of the year 72K. So yeah, then in that, we don't have enough time. You're right. It would take too long for it to hit. It would take probably another 6 months minimum to go down there, but maybe we don't see that level. I'm just saying that was a major GBTC level, and it shouldn't be completely ignored. So now that I'm looking at it the way you're saying, you're probably right, dude. It's probably not going to happen. This is probably our cool off. It's just, look how tight those bands got after that last major run, and then the death cross 50 crossed below the 200. That was the best time to buy right there.
This was the bottom.
That death cross is the best time to buy. So let's say we're going up now and we have another continuation pattern like we did last time. It just kind of does that and then keeps going up. Yeah, dude, we could go past 72 on the bullish side on this next run, and then come back down and have a cool off mid Q1, Q2 of 2025. Have a little cool off. Everyone thinks it's over, right? Oh shit, we were at 72.83. It's over, right? We start heading back down, cooling off, and then we get that real push of where Bitcoin needs to be, which is up over $150,000. So Yeah, interesting to see, man. It's almost like I don't even want to make a call right now. I'm just biting my nails looking at this chart because it's like, oh shit, it could go up, down, or sideways. Well, Nick, you're real good at TA, right? I mean, but seriously, these charts are like, bro, what is going on? I'm just scratching my head because I see three different plays very easily, and I can't. I do retract my statement. You're right about that, Wes. There's not enough time for it to hit that with the 200 days, so that's
Yeah.
out. That's out of the question. So is this enough of a cool off for us to go up there? I still say sideways for till the end of the month. I still feel like we're just gonna do range for the rest of this month. But then after that, dude, if we have like the last pattern, that puts us end of year going up towards 72, which is still cheap as hell. I mean, that's still I mean, it's good. I want us to go to all-time highs again, quote unquote, but I don't really consider $73,000 Bitcoin Valhalla or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, very interesting to look at. All you can do is guess sometimes with TA. It's you can look at the science and the numbers all you want. You're still making an educated guess. And and those have to change too. Mine changed within the last 5 minutes, bro. Like but that's real TA. So what do you think? Do you think my range till October is crazy? Do you think we're ready to break? Because when you go to this thing, I don't know what the hell you changed there. Is this the weekly?
This is the weekly. Yeah, this is the weekly,
bro. Okay, the weekly.
200.
Look at how pretty. This is what I was going to say. The second thing I was going to say. Look how pretty of a consolidation. You're almost starting to get a falling wedge. You're getting a bull flag. Everything's coiling up. So the weekly looks, in my opinion, this looks strong. I don't think that looks bearish. I think that's bullish the way it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's coiling like a snake. It's got that shape. So I don't know. On the weekly, this looks very good to me.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, man. We closed this weekly candle out kind of in an indecisive candle here. We got our low for the week, 52,000. And we're sitting right above the 200, right, on the weekly. And we're also sitting above this level where we had this little pullback. And there's a lot of, this is a high structured area here between 50 and 52. And you probably remember, man, how long it took us. It seemed how long it took us to break, you know, that $50,000 level before, and how many times we retested it on the way down. It's kind of like that $20,000 level, if you ask me, man. You know what I mean? So I think that this level holds, man. I think 52 is going to be our low. That's just my opinion. Just looking at, you know, the RSI, looking at we're at support, looking at fear and greed, just taking a look at everything. And then I think that our low is in, man. And I think that this could be, I guess you'd have to switch to the daily, but, you know, there's a nice inverse here that we were looking at on Thursday. That's starting to play out as well. You know what I mean? We're starting to get that green candle. We did have the 50 cross below the 100 here. And the last time that happened, I want to say, hold on. Let me just pull this over. Yeah, I want to say it was back here. And that was, right here. That was the last time that it happened. You can see we kind of bottomed out, but that was the beginning phases of the bull run. So a lot of times that'll mark a bottom in the bull run is when that 50 crosses over the 100, and then they'll start to spread out again like that. But I don't know, man. Maybe we do come down a little bit more with a little wick, but in my opinion, I think we've put in our low, which was back here, 50,000.
That's some solid TA. Like I said, my TA changed on a dime there because the weekly looks so much different. The weekly looks very bullish to me, but the 200 EMA, it's something that moves very, very slow. You know, it's like, so that purple line moving so slow, catching up is like, that's where I was saying, okay, you know, but like Wes said, it wouldn't hit. That's not something that would hit in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, not even 6 months. So don't take what I was saying as I'm calling for 38K, you guys. What I'm saying is I still believe I don't think they have the gall to drop us down past 52. Look what happened. I mean, Wes even said it, 52. They dropped us to 52. it was Saturday morning. I checked the price of Bitcoin. I was like, cool, I'll buy some tomorrow. And, set my phone down, relaxed for the day. And I opened my phone again. I'm like, all right, it'll be, 52. Maybe it'll be cheaper. And it wasn't. It was at 55 almost. And I'm like, of course. So, I missed my entry, but it also made me think, damn, look how long they couldn't even keep it down there that long. So I agree with you on that. I do think the weekly is bullish. I'm still sideways crab market, unfortunately, until the end of October. I don't think that thesis has changed enough yet. I think there's enough room in here for the market makers to keep psyching our heads out.
Yeah.
Up, down, up, down.
I will say we're off to a good start, though, man.
But it is bullish, though. It's not a bad thing. I mean, let them build support here, bro, because if they build it here, then you might as well basically say, because what is 52 and 54,000? That's above 50,000. What's 50,000? That's your biggest psychological level in the market between 0 and 100,000. Yeah. So if you're staying confidently above 50 now and so you're building support, I mean, that's not a bad thing. That's your new floor, which is not to say they couldn't flash wick down to 38 months from now. But that we're not going to talk about all that. We're going to save that shit for 8 months down the road. So to wrap it all up in a nice bow, sideways till the end of the month, and then we head up towards 72,000. And I hope when we go up there this next time, we have enough strength to crack through it. Yeah. I think we touch 83,000 and come down and let's get a bounce at 72. That's what I want to see. Yeah. I want to see us go through 72, touch 83, come back down and bounce off of 72 as support at least once or twice. Come on. We need to build support up there.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I think that is this the 200 here or do I have it on here yet? Hold on one second. That's the 21, 9, and 14. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, we got these 3 candles in a row, 3 green candles. That's the 3 white soldiers or whatever. That is very, very bullish. We're sitting right here at the 9 EMA. And I don't know if you remember, but a lot of times, man, when we get away from that 9 EMA like that, we usually snap right back to it. So we're sitting at it right now. Let's see if we can push above it. But I think that this potentially, man, from the close, I think this potentially is a double bottom here. And then we can continue up. All right. So we talked about that last time, Sierra. Double bottom on the $54,000 level, 53, 54. Closed here. Could be a double bottom, man. And I think we continue to go up. I think the next level to watch and the next level to break is going to be 58,000. 58,000, man. We got to get above 58,000 because Sierra's right, man. That $58,000 level is crucial. And I think it goes 58,000. And then we got to look at 64,000. So if we can crack above 58,000 and retest 58K, then I would probably look to long it up to 64. And I think if we get past 64, dude, that is very bullish. We'll be making a new high. We'll be breaking above this little swing high. That's a major swing high. We break above it and retest it. And hopefully, next time, man, we can break above 72K.
I think what you're looking at is another long, drawn out W pattern. Like, yeah, I see the double bottom, but what I'm saying is, bottom at 52, top at 64, bottom at 52, go back up to 64, come back down to 50. I think we see one more stupid leg, even though I don't want to. But here's the thing: if we do get that and we get a triple bottom, right? Triple bottom's bullish, no, right? I mean, it is. It's like triple bullish. I mean, right. Look at that. So what is that?
So that's 58K. So you drop it down to the 4 hours. So the rule of thumb is if you trade on the
it's a 4 hour. I was like, where's that candle coming from?
You trade on the 4 hour, then you need to look at the daily. You got to go a step above, and it'll give you like your significant levels. So if you trade on the 1 hour, then you're going to want to look at 58,000 in these big order blocks right here. But on the 4 hour, it looks good, man. It looks good on the 4 hour to me. And I think we can continue this.
54.7 right now as the time of streaming, right?
Yeah.
So we're headed back up to 55 as we speak.
Yeah. That's a nice big green
candle.
It
is, dude. That's the Remora effect right there.
RSI is sitting right here at 60. So we still got a little bit of room. I mean, we could push up to 58. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see where everything's at, man, when we get 58.
So if
maybe we
hit
get a little retracement here, and but yeah, I think 58 is in the cards here.
So here's one thing that does concern me. We're at 2,071 billion. Okay, so we still, even with all this action going on here, we still about $430 billion shy. We need $430 billion to walk in the room. And that can happen very quickly, but we need that for total global market cap to break above 2.5. So we still have
look at the day.
Still have more to go.
We just got a lot of bullish divergence back to back, dude. On Lux Algo, look on the oscillator matrix, we got it here on the RSI, got it here, and here on the momentum wave for Lux Algo, back to back, dude. Here to here, and then here to here.
Where are your buy and sell signals at?
It's hidden. We're still under this sell. Let me make sure we're on the right. Yeah, 17. So for the daily, we're still under this sell order right here.
What about for the weekly? Or is that a pain in the ass to change?
No, we can do it.
You could change weekly. See, Wes is much more affluent with this program. That's why I let him do all this, and I get to just sit back and relax and watch him do all the work. All right, so that you're saying, Wes, we're still under a sell signal for the weekly, technically?
Still under sell signal for the weekly, still under sell signal for the daily.
What does that mean?
Have to be finding the bottom soon.
Yeah, what does that mean to you? How confident are you on? And Jeb is a whiz on this damn thing too, dude. He was the first one where we saw this, but on Lux Algo's weekly sell signal, you see that first one way up there. You see the second one. So does that mean that we've got that many candles?
The sell signals, man, I don't really pay attention to the sell signals as much. I mean, yeah, they're definitely something to watch, but like,
you need confluence of other things.
Need confluence, yeah. So I don't know, man, because this smart trail, dude, we're right in the shade of that smart trail. Usually when we get to that smart trail and the 200, I mean,
that's good confluence
sideways, yeah. But I don't know, man. I think we kind of have to not ignore the sell signal, but take it with a grain of salt.
Well, also, let's go here, even though people don't like to talk politics. Tough rocks, get a helmet. The world's hard. We have to talk about it. There's a debate coming up, and bottom line is black or white, no matter which side you're on, left or right. Trump's people have been more strategically crypto friendly. It's just a fact. I don't make the rules. Whether you like them or hate them, I really don't care. The fact is, if you're in crypto, Trump's stance and Elon's stance has been more pro-crypto, whereas Kamala and Gensler have been anti-crypto. Kamala recently changed stances. Is it enough? I don't know. There certainly is a lot of money backing Kamala. So, I'm not going to say who's going to be a stronger candidate or who's going to win. But I will say that if the debate happens or doesn't happen, if Kamala backs out and doesn't do the debate, it's going to be bullish for Trump, which could then trigger a bullish momentum wave for the markets, which could be stocks and crypto. I don't want to say that because I don't know, but I'm just saying from a speculative point of view, if the debates do happen and people are more on the side of Trump, say, oh, he's going to win. If that happens, you could have civil war, or you could have the fact that people get bullish on crypto in the markets. So that's something you got to keep in mind too. We have very important things coming up, very soon, and that could flip the market or give the market its next jolt, should we say.
Yeah, we just had a 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, we just got a buy signal, but we still have our catcher is still red and the smart trail still red here. So a lot of mixed signals, man. A lot of mixed signals here. But yeah, I would definitely look to I think 52 was our bottom, and I think 58k is the next level we need to break through before going to 64.
How likely again to hit 52k in your opinion, and do we hit 52 before we hit 58 again?
I think we hit 58 before we hit 52.
So they're going to try to just keep trading up and down, sideways and across. And you know what? That's what I'm saying. That's why I gave a $10,000 call of my range, because there's enough room in $10,000 range. The bigger numbers you play at, right? We're playing at a bigger game than we were when Ethereum was, $1,000, 1,500. You could say, oh well, ETH will go from 1,500 down to 700, but now to say Ethereum's going to go all the way down to 1,500, that's a lot bolder of a statement now, because there's more money, and the more money that comes in, shit moves a little different. So that's why a $10,000 range is not crazy for Bitcoin to move in.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty substantial when you look at the amount of money that's in it, the total capital. But again, total global market cap, like I was saying, Wes, something to also keep in mind. We're only at 2 trillion right now, 2.7. So we have 71 billion dollars on top of the 2 trillion, which is still literally 430 billion dollars away from that 2.5 mark, where that's jets are turned on, bull mode engaged. That's a lot of money, dude. 430 billion is nothing to shake a stick at. We need that liquidity to come back into crypto, right? Because it's gone right now. It's 430 billion. So that's a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, I think that there's enough liquidity in here to play games sideways for a little bit, but I'm keeping an eye on that total global market cap for everybody.
Yeah.
Just because that to me is something I never forget about. When we get above 2.5, turbojets kicked back on. And like you said, man, we got to head up to 58. We got to crack 58, 58, 64, 72. Those are our three biggest levels to the upside, I believe. And I'm not really changing my thesis. I'm going to still say it takes till the end of the month. I think we go back up and down, sideways in this range until October. But let's see, dude. Let's see what happens with the debate. Let's see what happens with all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll see, man. That's what we'll update you guys on Monday. I got to run. Sierra, you going to finish it out, brother?
I might stay on here for a couple minutes if the boys are still in here. I might look at I'm gonna look at some NPC and just the meme coins.
All right, bro.
But listen, good luck.
Thanks,
seal the deal on that. I'm gonna pull up NPC, you guys.
All right.
I should play the theme music for Wes on the way out, but I'm not gonna do all that.
You're good. I gotta run. Love you guys. Thank you. Sierra, good luck, and we'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, man. Good show. Good show.
Later.
All right, fellers. I'm gonna try to add my screen here, so you can see. Let me add this share screen. All right, we'll do this. Oh, snap. All right, so some good calls by Wes. Legit good calls. GMB's in the chat. Crypto Homes, what is up? Breaks over. Must get back to work later, guys. I hear you. I'm going to be pulling up some meme coin TA. Just in the meantime, I know it's kind of getting a little bit of a pump. 56.7 right now, which is not bad. Excuse me. Text screener takes forever. Try a different window. This thing's acting crazy. If you guys got any other coins you want me to look at, let me know in the chat. The first, I want to definitely jump into my normals here. By normals, I mean the ones I'm actually in. Wojak getting a nice little pump again. I hope I bought back into Wojak. I think I did. Pretty sure I did. I better have. I'm going to be pissed if not. Just real quick before we jump into Pepe. Okay. This is following this line. Look at this. This is great. This is exactly what I was kind of saying was going to happen, that we would break out of this channel, come down here, maybe flip here, hit here again, and then boom. And I'm still sticking by this. So I still think this is a great chance to scoop more Wojak. If you're into memes, this is one of the 34 million market cap. This thing still has plenty of room to run. Nice community, not really listed a whole hell of a lot of places, still very early. And this meme explains crypto. So this is one of the bigger ones. But yeah, this is following exactly. I don't remove these lines, guys, usually. I usually leave them up so you could tell I didn't change anything. But we're talking about this breaking out of the pattern and going sideways, and that's exactly what happened. So good little pump right now, 20% up, 24 hours. I know that ain't really a lot for an altcoin, but let's get into let's look at Pepe. Pepe or Pepe? Let's look at Pepe. 6% in the last 24 hours. A little bit slower moving, but let's look at this. I think we fell slightly out of this, and we did. We fell out of this here, which is not good. I want to see Pepe get back up in this range. But it looks like you're coming on the way back up here. You're still rolling. So the alts could get a slight rally on this Bitcoin pump. Is there enough liquidity to make a magical move, all the way back up here? I don't know. I'm not looking for that just yet. Not until Bitcoin does something significant. But you could get some short trades and you could get back up in this range, which is what I'd like to see. Let's get back up in this range and bounce here. So I'm going to just draw that just because I want to see it do this and then bounce and then continue moving up. So I'll make that prediction there. Professional TA for you. But yeah, let's see Pepe do that. Not a whole lot of movement on her right now, but these bigger ones, they tend to move a little bit slower over the course of months. I did get into Dogecoin when it was around this price, 0.450. That's when I got into Dogecoin, just to give you a little history. I bought, I don't know, 184,000 or something. Excuse me, and then I sold them for like $50, and it was $20 profit. So I figured, I'm doing good, and yeah, well, I could have made a lot more money. So if I would have held it just 6 months longer, I would have been rolling in the dough. I would have made a good amount of money. So I always say, if you're wanting to sell one of your meme coins and you're on the fence, you're kind of new to crypto, give it 5 or 6 more months and see if you still feel the same way. Because usually what will happen is if you're ready to sell at that moment, hold it a little longer, 5 to 6 months ish, and see where the price is then, and see if that works out. It doesn't always work out like that, not financial advice. I'm just saying be a little more patient. Non-playable coin. Let's see. This is my favorite. MPC. Let's see where she's at. I don't even think you had a chance. Let's see if she had a chance. Holding this accumulation zone very well. Okay, so let's see here. This is the lowest you got right here on a wick. So you almost got down to a penny, but look how short-lived that was. Right? That was let me see. Let me stretch this out a little more. So that was, you only had what? A day. Yeah, you literally had one day. So within the next day, you were already back up here. and that was just a wick, so it didn't even stay there that long. So you did have a chance to scoop. I unfortunately missed the 1 penny mark, and it didn't technically really even hit 1 penny. It hit 0.12. So you didn't even hit a penny on that last tank with Bitcoin dropping down to 52. Didn't even get down there to a penny. So that shows you the strength in this coin, and the way it's moving here, starting to coil up, starting to get a little bit of a falling wedge pattern coming in here somewhat. It's a little crooked still, but definitely coiling up, getting tighter and tighter. So I don't know. I'd like to see this thing break out. I'm gonna be very patient on this coin though. This is a longer term hold for me. But if I had to guess which way she's gonna go, I think you're gonna just kind of do this number here until Bitcoin decides what it's gonna do. Make a short term move for you. And you guys shouldn't be, if you're trading memes like this, especially, you shouldn't be short term trading these. You should be hodling these. But just for short term, I think you come up here a little bit, hit your head, something like that, maybe. I'll leave that stupid curve up because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You've hit the top of this the top of this channel here, bottom of this channel. You hit the middle cycle. Now you're coming back down towards the bottom. Bounce. Maybe you get one more rollover if the market does roll over, but I'm more in the bullish camp than bearish. So my bull target would be around this area somewhere. Bear target would be, of course, if you were to fall all the way down here to the bottom of this channel, which would be just under a penny. And I don't know what would trigger that. No, it's still at a penny. So you could get that. I don't know if you will. You could, but I wouldn't be betting money on that. I would just be accumulating anywhere in this zone. And like I said, I kind of missed that. But would I still buy in here? I absolutely. I'm still bullish on this coin. I think Elon tweeting this coin a lot. He didn't tweet this actual coin. He tweeted NPC tweets all last week, which the whole community for NPC was going crazy over it. Let's see what else we got. Smooth Love Potion getting a 12% pump. On Chain Dynamics, this is a crypto zombie coin. Let's take a look at this thing. Excuse me. So, Crypto Zombie posted about this and met with the team, I believe, at a conference or something. They got a hell of a ticker, OCD. But look at this range we're in right here. We even said this would get a little pump here, maybe go down. But this is one of those early movers, guys. This isn't one you're going to get rich on overnight. This is one, if you're bullish on the team, this is still an extremely low cap, $522,000 market cap. So this thing is extremely low cap, but the upside potential for this thing, let's just say that you're accumulating a little more, right? Let's just say you did return anywhere close. And I like this pattern, by the way. This is starting to get wedgie, like falling wedgie, very, very close to a falling wedgie. But let's just say you were to get a targeted move breakout after you accumulate sideways here. Let's say you don't go all the way back up to the top. Let's just take it halfway. Let's be halfway bullish. Let's say you get in somewhere around here. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay. And then, let's see. This would be, if you went all the way up to this move, this would be, okay, so halfway would be right about down here. So let's say if that was about the case, that's an 843% run from here to there. So even if you never crack all-time highs again, even if you only get halfway up again, so what's the risk to reward ratio? I mean, the thing is at 3 zeros. So you throw $20 at it. And let's say you hit, 843% run. These are the kind of coins, you guys, that I personally like to trade. I like to trade early movers. I like to just throw some money at early projects. And if they hit fairly well. And if they don't hit, you're not losing the farm. Don't bet the farm on stuff like this. It's extremely risky to just throw all your money in. Don't ever do that. I'm just saying small amounts based on your total portfolio. That's what this kind of coin is. But I will say Crypto Zombies called some pretty good movers early on. He generally calls them 6 to 8 months ahead, and then they'll hit and they'll be like, look, I told you guys about this under a penny. It hit 34 cents, blah, blah, blah. So they're good little money makers, but they take months. These are not daily things. These things are not things you hold for a day. These are things you hold for 6 months. Speaking of things you hold for 6 months, When token is another one that I personally hold and like on Solana. And it's a bigger cap, 64 million market cap. This is let's see, let me scroll down. This is kind of my bullish long-term price target, which I'm going to scoot it over because it's probably going to take a while for this. This ain't going to happen right away, and it's probably not going to be as steep. It's still my price target's still up around this area. God knows when it happens, though. When. Get it? Ha ha ha. But let's see. You had a falling wedge. This is kind of cool because I didn't change anything since I drew this. I drew this last time we added a chart up. Falling wedge pattern, hit the top of it, came down. Didn't really hit the bottom unless I could move this, but you broke out. And look at this. You bounced on it as support here, and now you're just going sideways. You're going sideways, but you're building on top of this previous resistance, which is good. So again, just holding support right here, which is now flipped into a pretty solid floor, in my opinion. So I like this. I like When at this price. I think this is still a great entry. You got 4 zeros, 64 million market cap. So it's not going to disappear overnight. This thing is basically the face of Solana meme coins, I think. I know Bonk was more popular and stuff, but When is just been a little more, I don't know, a little more recognizable. And I don't think the cat coins have had their run yet. I don't think they've had a chance to really make their headway. And I think you're going to see that happen. So that's When. There was one other one I was going to look at. Let's see here. Pay unplayable coin. To see hash flow get back up there. Let me check this. Look at Arbitrum tokens real quick. GMX at 23. Arbitrum's at 52. Arbitrum tokens not really having a whole lot other than DMT, which is around 40. Not a whole lot of action on Arbitrum tokens, which is pretty normal. I don't think you're going to see it until we get another big move on Total Global. Let's see here. I got to check one more thing. There we go. Nero. I don't know how I forgot that, but I knew there was something I was forgetting. So we are going to look at Nero. And I didn't even add this yet. I think because they had trouble changing their name and whatnot. Actually, I might have to go to CoinGecko and copy the contract. Bear with me here. Total Global just jumped up $10 billion. We were at 2.71. Now we're at 2.82. So just over 11 billion just walked in the room in the last 30 minutes. That's pretty cool. Good to see that going up. Going to look over here for Nero on ETH. I'm sorry, my assistant is trying to get my attention. Rebecca, I am busy right now. Working. I thought we talked about this off camera. Hard to find good help these days, guys. Bear with me. So Nero had a 17% pump today. I know it's not that crazy. 17%. It's only 17% in a day. I know that's not a big deal for altcoins, right? It's not a 50x or a 100x. But what it is, this Joker in the last week, Nero, full disclosure, I do hold Nero. Most of the coins I talk about on here, guys, I hold. I don't shill and try to sell to my followers. And neither does Wes. We don't do that shit. What if we're shilling something? It's because we're already invested in it. And 9 times out of 10, if it's a meme, I'm planning on holding for a while. I don't trade memes short term because you just get wrecked. So you have to have patience in this game. You do not get rich overnight. If anyone tells you that, they are lying to you and they're trying to sell you something. So do not believe them. It doesn't really happen. You have to hold longer than you want to. That's just what it is. But look at this downtrend on Nero. I say downtrend. This thing's only been out a couple months, 2 months, not even. Look at this downward fall here, and it dropped all the way down to 2 cents. And that was scary because if you got in around 15 cents, which 17 cents was where I got in, you got in around 17 cents and you saw it drop to 2 cents. I was freaked out, dude. I thought it was a rug. I was like, oh shit, it rugged. It's gone. But that just goes to show you, even someone who's been in crypto 3 years is still gets shaken out. I didn't sell. I'm just saying I could have been shaken out fairly easy. I wouldn't have sold at 2 cents if I bought at 17 cents. I would have just said, okay, I lost. I would never pull that sale. I would wait for a coin to come back because if you already dropped down that far, why would you sell? Because then you just cut off your chances of it to come back up again, which would be a stupid move. So you wouldn't want to sell and try to keep, if I sell $20 worth and you follow it all the way down and, I'll get my $1 back. Okay, well, get your $1 back. But now you're selling all of your shares for $1 when it could reverse. And then when it reverses, now you're screwed because you just sold all your holdings for $1. And generally speaking, I've seen that happen way too many times. So I would never do that. And I hope if you're in Nero that you did not do that. But I definitely did get scared when it went down to 2 cents. That was scary because I thought it was cooked. But then 2 days later, this thing, September 3rd, maybe not 2 days, but September 3rd, this thing was down at 2 cents. And now it's sitting back at almost 17 cents. That quickly. That shows you how quickly these things run. And somebody bought that. Somebody was smart enough to scoop it down there at 2 cents. And congratulations if you did catch that. Excuse me. If you did catch that run, that's a hell of a little run over the last couple of days. Starting to see a little bit of an ascending wedge here, which could be typically bearish. So you could get a retrace down here and come back down to 12 cents again. So if you're looking for another entry, I would say anywhere between now and 12 cents would be a decent entry. Let's look at the daily. Kind of just chugging along, broke new highs. Looking at 16 cents right here is resistance. Excuse me. Went above it, went up almost to 18 cents here, fell down. Now you're bouncing back around 16 cents. Let's build some support here at 16 cents, guys. That would be great. Go sideways. That's just the daily. But you could get as low back at 12 cents. So, yeah, ascending wedge forming right here slightly, which means you could have a little cool off and come back down, bounce to around 14 to 12 cents. Anywhere in this range, you could get a little bit of a bounce. I'm not doing crazy TA. I'm not pulling up trading view for this. I'm just I wanted to talk about the actual project a little bit, being the sister of Doge. Good community on Twitter. They're getting all kinds of listings. I believe they just went to I believe they're listed on crypto.com. I thought I saw a post that they're listed on crypto.com. I don't see it on this page, which is weird. Uniswap. There it is. Crypto.com. Recently listed. So they did just list on Crypto.com. So let's see. That could be why we're getting this action right here. So yeah, let's see what happens, man. I think this is a good little meme coin to hold. It's definitely cheaper to get into than Dogecoin, not by penny wise, but by market cap wise. If you don't know what I'm saying, then definitely do not trade. If you don't understand market cap yet, if you're that new into crypto and you don't understand that yet, don't buy and try to trade meme coins. Just buy and hold them for a little while and wait till you're up and then sell. That's the better way to go. So I think that's all three of the major coins that I wanted to go over today. Got several appointments after the show. Let's see. I'm trying to see if you guys got any other coins you want me to look at. If not, I might wrap it up. Been a long stream, been good. See a couple new viewers coming in. Good to see you. Good to see you. You could send all donations to CRE Crypto. I'm just kidding. So yeah, overall looking good. Having a good day. It's up a little bit. Bitcoin's at 56,500. Not selling the farm. We need to get back up to 58k, but just watch out for the sideways action. Hold on, as George Cryptozaurus would say, hodl on, and let's try to get above 2.5 total global before we get too excited. But that being said, it was a good stream. I think we covered everything we wanted to. You guys make sure you follow the Crypto Remora and CRE Crypto as well as Crypto MacGyver. And that being said, I'll roll the credit music and I'll see you guys later. Make sure you tune in Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Be there, be square. Peace out.